Hi guys, welcome back to IndyCar series, and as you can see I finally got gold on maximising performance. I spent about 2 to 3 hours working out the setups, tweaking little things here and there and everywhere, and I'll splice in some footage as well because I did record it just in case I did pass a test. Yeah, I got a bronze to start with, so I done a few more tweaks, then immediately got the silver, and I think it took me another hour to finally get the gold, which was an absolute pain in my ass, to say the very least. That is one of the most difficult ones of this Masterclass series, except for the IndyCar series, but we'll get to that when we get to it. We'll try and do all 3 of them today, but it'll probably take about 2 weeks for the bloke to stop talking. So the next one then is the pits, and we'll do that right now.
In an ideal world, tires would never wear out and you wouldn't need to refuel. But in IndyCar racing, tires last about 60 laps, and the 700 horsepower 3.5-liter V8 engines burn up about 2 gallons a lap. So during the course of a race, you have to pit. And the quicker you are, the more chance you have over your competitors.
Your fuel is low. You should pit on the next lap.
This guy's about to make a pit stop. He's going to be pitting under a green flag while the race is in full swing, so he must be at the end of his pit window. You have a number of pit windows throughout the course of the race, but don't worry too much about when to pit, as your pit crew will let you know when it's time to come in. The general rule in IndyCar is to follow the leader, so he should be able to make the pit stop without losing any places. The next time you're racing, if the leader pits and you're on the same lap, then you should pit too, regardless of whether you're in your pit window or not, as not doing so will place you out of sequence with the race leader. The only time you don't want to pit when the leader pits is if you were a lap or more down, so you could catch up. But this is a gamble. You're gambling on there being another caution period in the near future, so you don't have to pit next time under a green. Now when you enter the pits, you need to make sure that you don't speed. Keep it under 60 miles an hour. You won't save yourself any time by speeding because you'll be black flagged, and this will cost you more time when you return for your penalty. Approaching the pit lane, focus on your speed, making sure you slow down in time. But make sure you don't slow down too soon either. You want to hit that pit speed limit line bang on to get the quickest pit stop. When traveling down the pit lane, you can tell your crew what you want done to your car. You can specify how much fuel you want to take on board, whether you want to adjust your front wing, and whether you want a fresh set of tires. As a general rule, you should always change your tires, but if you want to shave vital seconds off your time, you could choose not to. Remember, the more your team does in the pits, the more time it will take to pit you. Now you need to exit the pits and get back out there into the race as fast as possible. Once you have left the pits, you can speed it up. Feed the throttle in gently, or you're likely to spin as you have just got a set of fresh, cold tires. You also need to stay in the warm-up lane until you're up to race speed. Keep an eye out there for the blend line. Your spotter will let you know when it's okay to blend back into the race. And keep an eye on any approaching cars. Okay, for this test we are going to simulate a full pit stop. Just as before, the race leader is going to pit during a green flag. You'll be in the middle of the pack and will also come in for a pit stop. Get into the pits as fast as possible. Remember, not to speed. Set your pit options, and once your crew has finished, get back into the race as soon as you can. You need to get up to race speed before blending back into the race. To pass the test, you must not lose any positions by the time you rejoin the race, so you need a good, quick pit stop.
So you have to overtake at least 5 cars to get the gold, 1 to get the silver, and finish in your starting position to get bronze. However, you need to win the race to get the gold, because there's only 5 other cars in front of you. You start in 6th, and there's a load of lapped traffic in front. So they can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get past. It doesn't matter though, if we don't get the gold first off, I'll do it off screen because again, it's not important. Once you pass a test, we'll just move on to the next masterclass and so on. So we'll try this one. This is the pits test, so it should be quite fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
And great way to start you on this test, right in the middle of a bloody corner, thanks. And of course you got a bit of frame skip as well because my computer just thinks, oh yeah, this is a great opportunity to download updates and crap. So thanks for that as well. Okay, so we'll try and squeeze past everyone before they go into the pits. Need to be at 60 miles an hour. We've done that easily enough. And yeah, time for the pit crew to do their thing. That guy on the front right is always so bloody slow. Okay, move, get out. Good. And we don't have to worry about gaining speed either coming out of the pits because the computer does it for you anyway. And we've actually come out in the lead. So we are actually first. Happy days. So we should actually get the gold on this one then. Let me boost the fuel richness up to 7. And hopefully the computer shouldn't do frame skipping too much with loading all that crap in the background. And we should be fine. Have to take it a bit tentatively though for the first lap or so because the tyres are cold. And we'll get a lot of understeer going into the corners otherwise. But yeah, we're pulling away, so we are leading. So I think we've definitely got the gold on this one. And I am sorry about the frame skipping, it is really goddamn annoying. Especially when it does it going into the corners. On the straights is fine, but in the corners, no, it is a bit of a pain. Especially when it almost makes you misjudge your frame inputs or whatever. And final lap. Can we do it? First try. And it looks like we get the gold first time of asking. Awesome.
Excellent pit stop, and that's an excellent time. You just won the gold.
Awesome gold for us. So looking at just 2 to go now, gold's all down the board. Next is the caution period, we'll do that right now.
Throughout the course of an Indy race, there's going to be accidents. Indy racing is fast, intense, and risky. So when it goes wrong, we all need to follow the rules to maximize safety. When the marshals spot an accident or anything else, like debris on the track, we need to slow it down, and the race will enter a caution period. The yellow flag comes out, the trackside lights light up yellow, and the yellow warning light will flash on your HUD. As soon as the yellow light is shown, the pace car will leave the pits and hook up with the race leader. You should slow down as soon as you realize the yellow's out. Under a yellow, overtaking is not allowed, so don't worry about the guys behind you. But remember, this applies to you too. The car you have to follow will be marked out by 2 green chevrons. By the time you cross the starting line again, you need to make sure you're behind this car. Otherwise, you'll be black flagged. The pace car driver will wave cars on until he's got the race leader behind him. If you're waved past, you have to speed it up to get around the track and rejoin the pack at the back. Once you're in the pack, you have to maintain close formation until the restart or until you decide to pit. Remember, if you're chasing the leader and he pits, then to stay in sequence, you should also pit. Unless you're gambling for another caution period so you can stay out and make up some laps. If there is debris on the track, then the cleanup crew will come out to deal with the mess. As soon as the race leader enters the restart zone, it's up to him to bring the pack up to race speed. This is his advantage. The second he floors the throttle, the marshals will wave the green flag and the race is back on. Unlike the start of the race, as soon as the green comes out, that's it. The race is on. You can start overtaking. If your reflexes are good enough, you can make up several places during the restart as you floor the throttle before the guy in front of you. Now it's your turn to take part in the caution period and the race restart. We're going to skip back to just before the accident, so watch how you go. You won't be leading the race when the yellow flag comes out, so when you approach the pace car, you'll be waved on. Get around the track and take up your place in the pack-up. Remember to not overtake while the yellow flag is out. Maintain position until the green flag comes out, then try to make up as many places as you can before the time runs out. You need to make up at least one position to pass.
Oh, then this shouldn't be too difficult. So, we need to overtake at least 1 car to get bronze, 2 cars for the silver, and 4 cars after the restart to get the gold. I think this one should be okay. I do have faith in myself. Yeah, right. Okay, we'll see how we get on anyway.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, good thing they didn't start us off. Oh, for goodness sake, yeah, and I'm right behind the car. I'm right behind the car that has the accident. Thanks for that. Okay, we'll try, we'll try that again. Bloody hell.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right, so I'll go on the inside this time then, it seems, or... There we go. So I need to stay behind this duder. And we'll put our fuel down to 0 so we don't lose anything. That's one thing I really do like about this game, is the fact that you get, like, recovery vehicles on the track and ambulances and stuff to come and clean up the mess. Something that you don't get nowadays, even with the newer, like, NASCAR games. I don't even think you get that. So yeah, it is nice to see that kind of attention to detail. So apparently we're currently in 11th position. And again, it doesn't matter if we're hanging back a little bit, because that could be in our advantage once everyone slows up for the pace car. then we could hang back and then floor it. And then make up a few positions that way. Don't forget to warm up the tyres. Okay, the pace car is off, so we will be going green next time. So again, I'll hang back just a tad. I'll put the fuel mixture up to 7. Actually, I'll put it down. I'll keep it down to 0 for now. No, you don't, matey. You're not getting past me. Go back to whence you came. I seriously wish my hard drive would stop loading crap in the background. It is really annoying having all these frame skips. Right, now we can put our fuel mixture up to 7. Hopefully we should time this quite well. I think we have done. So we should get a bit more extra speed. And be able to keep in their draft. So how many cars do we need to pass? 4 for the gold. Don't think that should be a problem. So we'll get past one of them here. And then we should be able to grab the rest of them before the end of the race. Still got 3 laps to go, so it's all good. Excuse me, coming through. Beep, beep. It's my teammate up in front. So 2 laps to go, coming up to the final lap. We might even win this race. Let's see if we can. Get in their draft, lovely. Do the slingshot, get around the outside, and another car has decided to pull out as well. Easy there. No sudden movements. Oh, come on, dude, don't block me now. Don't block me now, I'm having such a good time, I'm leading the race. Right, there we go, now we should be home free to get the victory. That panned out quite nicely, and then we got someone else, another lap car, going into the pits, because he sucks. And there we go, first time of that, well, second time of asking, and we get the win as well. Yeehaw!
Excellent restart. Gold medal. Try to keep that sort of performance up.
And there we go, that was the caution period, and now we've got one more to go, which is the IndyCar series. I think we should be okay.
This is it. The Indy Racing League. It's what you've been practicing for. By now you should know how to handle your car, how to maximize performance back in the garage and get an edge over your competitors during the race. There's a championship with your name on it. You've got 15 races to prove yourself out there. The Indy Racing League season takes place across 13 states from California right across to Florida. So as you imagine, the climate varies greatly between each track. At Phoenix International Raceway in the state of Arizona, the track is going to be a lot hotter than at somewhere like Michigan Speedway. At Pikes Peak in Colorado, the air pressure is lower due to the higher altitude, so you need a bit more wing than usual, as less air means less downforce. Finally, the most important thing you need to be able to do is to go the distance. Not winning all the races, but finishing in as many as you can. Sam Hornish Jr. won the 2002 championship, and he won only 5 of the 15 races, but he finished in 14 of them. If you have a minor accident and there's still time for your pit crew to fix it and for you to get back out there, then do it. You may not finish first or even in the top 5, but you'll finish. And the higher you finish, the more points you get. And it's points that win the season. Simple as that. Also bear in mind that as well as winning points for your finishing position, you can gain 2 extra bonus points if you lead the race for the most laps. For this final test, you are going to take on the role of Sam Hornish Jr. You are currently winning the Indy Racing League season in the lead with 481 points. Helio Castroneves is second with just 12 points behind you, but he's currently leading this race. He's already taken 2 bonus points by leading this race for the most laps. Your task is to try to win the championship. If Helio finishes first, you must finish second to win. Good luck.
Right then, here we go. The IndyCar Series test. So bronze comes third in the race, silver comes second, and gold is to win. Let's see how we get on.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, and already off to a bloody wonderful start. Oh, fantastic. Way to go, me. Okay, take 2.
3, 2, 1, go.
So we're at Texas International Speedway. Remember that accident Kenny Breck had here in 2003? I actually watched that live and I was like, oh my god, I've just seen someone die. But no, he was absolutely fine, which is good, and he actually came back to racing a year later or a couple of years later, something like that. So we've got 15 laps to get this done. And the frame skipping isn't helping my chances any. Come on, get around him. And that was the pace car, apparently. There isn't a yellow flag, but the pace car came out. Okay then. So we're in third currently, we got the 2 in front, and my computer is still trying to load a load of crap in the background, which isn't helping. And we've got plenty of fuel, so we've got 10 laps to go. I'm going to boost the fuel up to 7, that should give us a little bit of extra speed. And we've got a couple of slow cars on the bottom, for some weird reason I don't know what is going on. Maybe they're bored of the frame skipping as well, they want something exciting to happen. I don't know, but we're gaining. Just very, very slightly we're gaining. Here we go. Here we go. Come on then. 8 laps to go. Come on, catch up. Can we do it? We are very close. Ooh, get away from the wall. Oops, and there was a car going into the wall. I think that was my fault. Whoopsie. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass if there's a car strewn across the track. Oh no! Not on the apron, please. Okay, good. Just keep the low line, keep the bottom line. We'll be fine. Right, we're past Castor Nevis. Again, just keep the low line. Make sure that he has to go around the long way to get past if he can. Not on the apron. Oh, and here he comes again. The bugger is in my draft, isn't he? That's alright, I'll just block him. Once again, make him go the long way around. 2 to go. He's trying to stay in my draft, but I'm not going to let him. Oh, I lost a little bit of time there and a little bit of speed. Here we go, final lap. Yes, we've done it. We've done all the masterclasses and we win the championship.
First place. What an amazing race. You did it. You're the champion. That's a Masterclass Gold Award.
Hooray! Congratulations, you've completed all masterclasses. You have just unlocked a gold trading card. Visit the album to see it. Ooh. Thank you, I will indeed. So there we go, all gold, all through the masterclasses. And they were incredibly easy. Right, let's have a look at the player profile and trading card album to see our first gold trading card. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here we go. So what do we get for bronze, silver, and gold? You have unlocked a new car livery. Silver, you have completed all masterclasses, yes, and you have unlocked a new car livery. So that's it. See, as I told you, it's just purely car liveries. And I think you can have a look at the drivers as well. Richie Hearn, 2002 starts 10, best start 6th, best finish 4th, and so on and so forth. And what else? Oh, and you can see the car liveries that you unlock as well. Wonderful. So that was Sarah Fisher. Wonder what happened to her. And let's have a look at the car livery we unlocked. Ooh, flamey. Nice. So there we go. So that is what the trading cards do. Give you car liveries and you can see a bit more in-depth stats when it comes to the car drivers and so on. And there we go. We got the cards collected 3 and our little doohickey at the bottom. So there we go then, that was the trading cards and that was the masterclasses complete. Next is the IndyCar series itself, where we'll be taking part in 15 races over a course of however many weeks or whatever it is. So yeah, that was actually pretty awesome. I didn't expect to get that one so easily, to be honest. But I will leave it here for now, and I will see you all next time when we take part in the IndyCar series. So thank you very much, and take care.